needs it worse than I do, but I was lucky. I got it.
Tonight, the dust has settled after a chaotic day of people trying to get the vaccine at St. Luke's, the fix for the future. And a rainy day fund, why Minnesota's governor wants a special fund to help recover from public emergencies. Plus, recovering the economy, why Minnesota may need more federal help to get the state back on its feet.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us tonight. After a day of chaos for those trying to sign up for COVID vaccines through St. Luke's, answers tonight for more than 19,000 patients who are eligible to sign up for the vaccine. St. Luke's interim president this afternoon laid out how the hospital will be operating sign-ups for the next month. CBS 3's John Cardinelli found out all comes down to just a little patience.
Getting a vaccine in the Northland has been no easy task for those 65 and older.
Went on the internet yesterday and was told it was full. And then I tried it again and it went through. And I got an appointment for today.
90-year-old Don Olson lives in Hermantown and is a patient of St. Luke's. He got his vaccine. His wife, not so lucky.
I tried signing her up through St. Luke's, but it didn't work.
Olson was one of many St. Luke's patients who has faced problems signing up to get their COVID-19 vaccine.
We have scheduled essentially all appointments for the next 4 weeks.
That is Dr. Nick Van Dielen, interim president at St. Luke's. He says after the large call volume the hospital received on Tuesday regarding vaccine sign-up, people are going to have to be patient.
We will open up additional spots if we get additional vaccine allocated to us by the state.
Those who are eligible for those additional spots will receive an email, and their patient portal will be updated with a sign-up button.
It's going to take us, unless something really changes, it's going to take us several months to work through all of the folks who need to be vaccinated.
As vaccine demand continues to not meet the supply, all patients can do is wait.
I guess you just got to be patient. I'm going to have to be patient with my wife because she needs it worse than I do, but I was lucky. I got it.
Dr. Van Dielen says at this point people should not be calling the hospital if they have questions about vaccine appointments, as they want to make sure those who need immediate care can get through to the hospital. For all questions regarding the vaccine, people should visit the website on your screen there, www.slhduluth.com/COVID vaccine. And let's head over to Dave for a quick look at the weather. Dave, has that snow arrived yet, or are we still waiting a little bit longer?
Well, around 9 o'clock, there was a little bit of light snow activity hitting up over the hill here in Duluth, and it's been hit or miss for now, but still coming around tonight, a 50-50 shot at the snow. And the snow could continue through Thursday into Friday morning. The heaviest of it likely will touch just a part of the North Shore and most of northern Wisconsin with a winter weather advisory. Most of the rest of Minnesota not getting that much. Winter storm warning, though, is in effect for our friends in the Upper Peninsula. I'll talk about snow totals just a little bit later. Of course, where the warning is where it's going to be thicker indeed. But looking at the current situation with a pair of lows, one from North Dakota, one from South Dakota coming our way, we're seeing the precip starting to push towards us, even if it isn't quite fully in effect for our area yet. 50% chance tonight, 60% chance for Minnesota on Thursday, upwards of 70% for Wisconsin and the UP. Temperatures are tumbling, warm tonight but cool tomorrow afternoon, setting the stage for a post-snow cool down. And we'll talk about how low and for how long in a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. Despite having an appointment to get the COVID vaccine, some people in St. Louis County are getting turned away at the door. This is because a link to a state website where you can make an appointment is being shared beyond groups who are eligible. CBS 3's Kendall Jarbo explains why this is happening and how you can prevent it.
St. Louis County is finishing up the first phase of vaccinations for frontline workers. Now they're expanding eligibility to some educators and child care providers.
We do have a broader audience moving forward. But we still have a limited supply of vaccine, and we still have very targeted population.
Eligible people get an email from the county or their employer when it's their turn to make an appointment. But there's a problem.
Fortunately, unknowingly, some the links have gotten out somehow to beyond the priority groups.
The registration link doesn't have a unique code, so anyone who has access to it can get an appointment. The county knows when it happens, but they can't stop it.
I mean, maybe if someone sends them a link and they're not eligible, what should they do with that email?
Recognize that, one, that they wouldn't be considered part of a priority group, and two, make sure that if they are receiving the link, it's from a point person within their organization.
Check if you're in a priority group and don't forward appointment links. If someone who doesn't qualify signs up for an appointment, they'll get an email from the county and be turned away at the door.
People who are 65 and older are not eligible to be vaccinated at county public health clinics just yet. People in that age group should contact their health care provider or watch for announcements from the state about when the state's lottery system will reopen registration. 2 new trailers are making their way through St. Louis County this month, testing people for COVID-19 along the way. The county bought the 28-foot trailers using CARES Act money. One is located in southern St. Louis County, the other in the northern half. Right now, they're being used to test people for COVID-19. They held their first pop-up clinic in West Duluth today. The county hopes this will help reach people who might have a hard time traveling to get a test.
The deck is still a wonderful option and is available as well, but we know that that's not accessible to everyone. And so we wanted to make sure that we were going to people, creating opportunities that are within their community.
The mobile clinics are free and you do not have to register. Minnesota's governor is pushing the legislature to create a rainy day fund for public safety emergencies. It's called the SAFE account, which stands for State Aid for Emergencies. Governor Tim Walz says it would allow the state to support communities coping with unplanned, extraordinary public safety events. He cited a school shooting or the riots in the Twin Cities as examples. Walz says it would let communities know they have state support when the cost to respond to events like these starts piling up. The governor would like it passed by March 8th when the trial for the officers charged in George Floyd's death begins.
We need to make sure people are safe to do the lawful, legal, and the moral things they want to do while making sure we're prepared for those who come to cause harm, pain, disruption, riot, whatever they may do.
Republicans are not on board with the plan, saying they're concerned the bill puts the public safety commissioner in charge of deciding reimbursements without any oversight. They also say it lets Minneapolis off the hook in dealing with potential violence after the city cut funding and staff at the police department. They say state taxpayers will have to foot the bill for the city's decisions. The COVID pandemic is having devastating impacts on our economy. The president of the Minnesota Federal Reserve Bank told state lawmakers a federal stimulus is needed to keep the economy going. And as Carolyn Cummings reports, he gave lawmakers 3 things they can do to keep Minnesota on the road to recovery.
The virus is still in charge of the economy.
Getting as many Minnesotans vaccinated as possible will be key to accelerating Minnesota forward on the path to economic recovery. That's according to President of the Minnesota Federal Reserve Bank, Neel Kashkari, who testified to a Minnesota Senate committee Tuesday. He says the state and country as a whole have made progress in getting people back to work, but the 6.7% national unemployment rate doesn't tell the full story. Accounting for those who have left the workforce, their analysis paints a more grim picture, close to 10%.
And that is still as bad as the worst labor market during the financial crisis of 2008 and 2009. We shouldn't declare victory too early.
This comes amid a backdrop of President Biden trying to broker a deal for another round of federal stimulus. Biden and the Democrats want $1.9 trillion, but GOP senators are pushing for a package 3 times smaller. Kashkari says the consensus among economists, the federal government wasn't aggressive enough with the rescue aid last recession, leading to a 10-year recovery that this country cannot afford again.
I look at this like wartime spending.
But Kashkari told the Senate panel that all action doesn't need to happen in Washington. Lawmakers here in St. Paul can further speed up the economic recovery with policies of their own. His suggestions: ongoing support of child care, encouraging employers to pay workers more, and investments to boost broadband access. Child care, he says, is to enable people to work. Likewise, offering competitive wages says, and training for specific jobs will plug workforce gaps. He encouraged lawmakers to push that message. And he says in a pandemic that's marked by telemedicine, telelearn, and telework, ensuring internet in every corner of Minnesota is critical.
We knew that was important before the pandemic hit, but boy, we sure know how important it is now.
The nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office estimates jobs won't hit pre-pandemic levels until 2024. A big announcement tonight for anyone who gets health insurance through Minnesota's state-run exchange. A special 3-month open enrollment period for MNsure begins in less than 2 weeks. It will run from February 16th to May 17th. This comes after President Biden asked states with their own exchanges to have an extended enrollment, helping more people get insurance as the pandemic continues. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, a month ago, a Duluth teen was seriously injured on Spirit Mountain. Our local dentist office is stepping up to help the family. Coming up next.
Record high for today is 44 from 1993. Today, it was warmer than normal, but a cool down will already start by tomorrow afternoon, and once it gets here, it could last an entire week. We'll talk about our Thursday snow and our Friday cold coming up after a break.
Injured? Call Stockman Law Office. Serious injuries including wrongful death, recreational vehicles, boats, and dog bites. Call anytime, 218-576-8599. No recovery, no fee. Stockman Law Office. Serious injuries, serious law.
What does it mean to be a community bank? It means we've been family owned for 4 generations. It means we know our customers in our community because we live, work, and raise our families here. It means we're responsive to our customers' needs because we make our financial decisions locally. It means a dollar deposited in our bank stays in our community and helps support Northland organizations and projects. At North Shore Bank, we're dedicated to being your community bank for generations to come.
Winter's here. So what? Twin Port Cyclery has all your winter biking needs. Studded tires for all bikes, helmets, winter clothing, fenders, pokies, and winter boots. And just in, a Fat Tire e-bike. Stop in and let our friendly staff help you gear up so not even the snow will stop you from going on biking adventures. Come see us at Twin Port Cyclery so you can enjoy riding all winter long.
This Valentine's Day, Numi Jewelers is featuring 3 ways to a woman's heart. A real rose trimmed in pure 24-karat gold that lasts forever. An 18-inch freshwater pearl necklace and a box of chocolates, all for $99. True love is guaranteed at Numi Jewelers.
Are you over 50? Would you like to get up to 33% more income in retirement? Then call now for this free book, Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers, from a leading financial firm on maximizing your income in retirement. That's right, free. This free book reveals little-known secrets about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms that will help you make the right choices before buying an annuity. And it's free. Call right now for your free book. And as a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report. We researched over 1,200 annuities and summarized the rates and benefits of annuities from financially strong insurers. Again, that's Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers and a free annuity rate report, both absolutely free, for calling Annuity General today. Supplies are limited. Call now.
Call 800-816-8219. That's 800-816-8219.
Join us weeknights. We're live at 5 as we go around the Northland city by city.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, our snow is coming our way, and it's going to affect some towns more than others, so let's take a look at who's going to get the worst of it. But we'll start with the easiest. Most of us in Minnesota won't have such a big deal, including the city of Duluth, at least according to the game plan right now. Up the North Shore, a little lake influence could make Lake and Cook counties face a winter weather advisory, just like most folks in Wisconsin. So From light snow in Minnesota to moderate snow in Wisconsin to the potential for heavy snow in the Upper Peninsula. Winter storm warning for Thursday for folks there, but this should all be gone by Friday, and then the cold comes to call. So we'll eye up all of that with the 7-day forecast in just a bit. But right now, current conditions at the Duluth airport say it's still 31 degrees this time of night, this time of year. 61% for the relative humidity. South winds going 10 miles per hour, could pick up towards 15, even 20 over the next couple of days. So it'll be a bit windy as well as snowy on our Thursday. Air pressure is 29.64 inches of mercury, and that number is going down now as low pressure systems get closer to our region to deliver us that Thursday snow chance. Current temps in the Upper Peninsula still pretty mild in the lower 30s, even some mid-30s in northern Wisconsin at this hour, 36 in Ashland. Cool spots, Solon Springs at 28. Superior is in the middle of the pack. 30 degrees in Cloquet, 32 Moose Lake, upper 20s towards Ely, still 30 International Falls, but temperatures will be fairly warm tomorrow morning, and we'll call those the lows, and then tomorrow afternoon's highs will be cooler than that because of the cold air coming in with our low pressure systems, which right now have pushed in clouds to our region and have started to create snows in central parts of Wisconsin and peppered through parts of northern parts of Minnesota as well. But the better chance will come after midnight as a weaker low to the north, in conjunction with a trough and a bigger low to the south, come towards our area, bringing 60 to 70% snow chances here for Thursday, lasting through early Friday morning. And as far as snow totals go, here are the latest estimates. Many Minnesotans outside of the big snow zone could run about a trace to 3 inches maybe. Up the North Shore, perhaps 3 to 5. Northern Wisconsin, looking at about 4 to 6 there, and into the Upper Peninsula, 8+ inches. So, for snow fans, perhaps a pretty good deal. And then once the snow goes, as I mentioned, by Friday, Arctic high pressure takes over, clears us up, cools us down, puts us into the deep freeze from Friday all the way to next Friday. So this Friday to next Friday, a week worth of Arctic cold. Tonight, not so bad, pretty mild. Minnesota low temps 18 to 32 with a 50% chance for that snow to kick off in your town within the next couple of hours. 60% towards Wisconsin and Michigan. Low temps 25 to 29 degrees. For tomorrow, afternoon highs drop to the range of 17 to 20 in Wisconsin and the UP, and there's a 70% chance for snow. So the morning commute may be iffy tomorrow, and the afternoon one as well. Same deal for Minnesotans with afternoon high temps cooling down to 10 inland and staying maybe around 19 by the lake. So after the Thursday snow, then the cool starts on Friday, and the real cold hits for Saturday and Sunday, going towards 20 below Sunday morning in Duluth, 25 below Monday morning in Duluth, 30 to 35 below, not out of the question farther inland. And with winds kicking up this weekend, could throw in a wind chill factor to deal with. So while enjoying the Super Bowl this weekend, if you're going out and about, do bundle up, and of course, don't forget the animals.
Thanks, Dave. After a Duluth East athlete was seriously hurt in a skiing accident, a local dentist is stepping up in a big way. Mason Brandstratter was skiing at Spirit Mountain last month. He injured his spinal cord, and doctors say he may never walk again. Duluth's Gallery Dental is now matching donations to his GoFundMe page up to $25,000. Dr. Catherine Drake says it's a way for her to help a close family friend.
Mason is my son Max's best friend. So we are really close to him, and he's a great kid. And we are just really, really sad about the whole tragedy. We're just trying to help him in any way we can.
As of today, the GoFundMe page has raised more than $70,000. Mason is being treated at a facility in Colorado, and we do have a link to that GoFundMe on our website. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, despite Republican pushback, President Biden's COVID relief plan is making headway. Details from the White House next.
CBS 3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
Reliable Insurance Agency has been offering auto owners insurance to our commercial customers for over 40 years. We tailor your coverage to fit your business's needs. In addition to your policies, we can assist with loss control and other risk management services. And to top it off, at Reliable and Auto Owners Insurance, we make it a priority to get back to you with certificate requests and other contract requirements, because we're always here for you.
We can always rely on you.
Reliable Insurance Agency. We're true to our name.
In the truck game, greatness is defined by a relentless commitment to the customer, forged over decades, built by a team resolute in helping you achieve your greatness. Experience this award-winning lineup today. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck for 44 years straight and counting.
Now get up to $5,000 in total savings on the all-new 2021 F-150, only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Hi, I'm Steve Little with Bath Planet. It's time to welcome the new year with the bath of your dreams. With our Say Goodbye to 2020 sale, we're offering 20% off labor, 20% off material, and no interest, no payment, and zero down until 2022. All of our products are backed with the Good Housekeeping seal of approval and a lifetime warranty. For a free estimate, call us today or visit us online at bathplanet.com. Bath Planet, out of this world service, down to earth price.
Greg ended up being a fantastic candidate for a partial knee replacement. We have the advantage here at Memorial Medical Center to use Corey, which is a robotic platform for doing knee replacement. In Greg's case, the system allows us to go in, we do a 3D mapping of his actual knee. Then we can do a simulated knee replacement where we can change the size of the components, the type of component that we're going to put in. We can change the position of the components in ½ millimeter increment and ½ a degree. It gives us a level of input and information that we never had before.
Local news and local weather here on CBS3.
Mariah Haberman here from Discover Wisconsin. Join me and the rest of the crew every week on this station for all things Wisconsin. Continue the adventure on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and discoverwisconsin.com. Plus, subscribe to the Cabin Podcast, available wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.
Questions about the COVID-19 vaccine? Now there's an information center to provide the details you need. Get local vaccine information and the latest from the CDC, all at CBS3Duluth.com. When it matters most, turn to live, local CBS3.
It is the question that matters the most. Without it, our purpose, and our freedom fade. This is why.
Researchers in the UK say the AstraZeneca vaccine may show promise in helping to slow the spread of COVID-19. Meanwhile, President Biden's nearly $2 trillion COVID relief package is moving forward despite Republicans asking for a bill with a smaller price tag. CBS News correspondent Natalie Brandt has the latest from the White House.
A new study shows a single dose of AstraZeneca's COVID vaccine is 76% effective and may actually slow transmission of the deadly virus. But it could be months before the vaccine, co-developed with Oxford University, is approved here in the U.S.
We found there was a big reduction in people being infected with coronavirus. And because they were not infected, they can't go on and transmit to other people.
The U.S. has distributed 56 million doses of Pfizer and Moderna vaccines, but less than 34 million doses have been administered. On Wednesday, California Governor Gavin Newsom and the Biden administration unveiled plans to open mass vaccination sites in Los Angeles and Oakland to help underserved communities.
We really need to do much better. Unfortunately, Black Americans are getting vaccinated at only about half the rate of white Americans. That needs to improve.
And FEMA says it's deployed personnel to a dozen states to bolster vaccination efforts.
Here at the White House, President Biden called into a House Democratic meeting and met in person with Senate Democratic leaders as negotiations continue over his COVID relief package.
I think we'll get some Republicans.
But House and Senate Democrats have also taken steps to move forward with or without Republican support.
There's agreement, universal agreement. We must go big and bold.
If it goes forward without any changes from what was originally proposed, I would predict that not a single Republican will support the $1.9 trillion plan.
Sources tell CBS News the president expressed a willingness to be flexible on some of the numbers in his proposal, but would insist on $1,400 direct relief checks, though suggested he would be open to targeting the aid to reach those who need it most.
New COVID-19 cases and hospital admissions are declining nationwide, but the U.S. now has 26.5 million confirmed cases, and the virus has killed about 450,000 Americans. Coming up in sports, celebrating National Girls and Women in Sports Day around the Northland. Kelly has more coming up next.
Join us weeknights for Live at 5 as we go around the Northland, city by city.
Your students, your patients, your customers, your family. You've got a lot of people relying on you. And that's why you trust Mediacom. With 99.99% proven network reliability, Mediacom keeps your home and business running. We know when your internet works, your life works. So we work around the clock to ensure you get the most reliable connection possible.
Have you guys tried the brain freeze?
No, brain freeze sounds disgusting.
It sounds sour gummy worms.
Oh, I love it. It's so good. You guys have to try it.
What about dragon's blood?
I feel like that'd be like a cherry.
You just missed the tobacco industry's latest scam.
Have you guys tried the...
Because you were supposed to. Tobacco companies use tempting flavors to hook kids on nicotine. Unfortunately, it's working.
Do you want some?
Sure. See what you've been missing at missingitmn.org.
Do you worry about going to the dentist? Well, relax. The Carefree Dental Card is now available in your area. Call the number on your screen and we'll send your actual card at no cost today. With the Carefree Dental Card, you go to the dentist whenever you need and you instantly pay a lot less. The Carefree Dental Card is just $15.95 a month. So call now and make going to the dentist carefree.
Call 1-800-945-8449 to receive your free Carefree Dental Card information kit.
The final Sunday of football is the biggest of them all. An epic matchup between the kid who's changing the game and the legendary quarterback. Mahomes and the defending champion Chiefs against Brady and the Bucks. Super Bowl 55, Sunday on CBS.
Then watch your local news with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Mack, Dave Anderson, and Kelly Hinsett on Live Local CBS3.
Hi, I'm Ron Gardenhire, longtime Twins manager. I have retired from baseball, but I won't retire from the fight against ALS till we find a cure. Because of COVID, this year we will be having a virtual Blackwoods Blizzard Tour banquet. So please join me on Saturday, February 6th at 6:30 p.m. for the virtual banquet program, live in Duluth, Minnesota. To join me, go to blackwoodsblizzardtour.com.
This year's been just a huge year. We've had everything going on with the pandemic. It's hard to not have your heart go out to those people, the millions that have been impacted by that. That's why we do what we do, to try and keep people in the know. What's going on with this? When is it going to end? When's the vaccine going to be here? How is this impacting you? Where are resources to help you get through the pandemic and keep you and your family safe through all of this?
For coverage that matters most to you, tune to Live Local CBS3.
Well, today we are celebrating National Girls and Women in Sports Day. We have plenty of remarkable female athletes here in the Northland. And behind me, you're looking at a bunch of them. It's been difficult for many local teams as they return to action this winter. This is a team that has overcome a lot of challenges to start the season. That's the UMD women's basketball team. CBS 3's Neil Viersba has the story.
After overcoming many cancellations and obstacles in the first part of their schedule, the UMD women's basketball team hasn't missed a beat, posting their best start to a season in over 20-plus years.
I think the reason that they've been able to do so well is just their attitudes and the way that they're handling this pandemic. They're doing it together, and they're very unselfish people.
On top of the impressive start, the team continues to protect their home courts as they haven't dropped a game at Romano Gym since December 19th of 2018.
When we're at home, we have an advantage, and we have a mindset like this is our home court. We should not let anybody come to our floor of Romano Gymnasium and get the win against us. So it's exciting to be on your own floor, and so you should take that with pride.
As the season winds down, the Bulldogs once again have eyes on a national tournament berth, something that was taken away from them a year ago.
You never know if you're going to win or lose, but I knew we could go into each game and have success and have the potential to, win those games and get out of the regional tournament. And so that motivates me, and I think our players are starting to understand that.
The Bulldogs will need to have at least 3 more games to qualify for the NSIC tournament, but as this season has taught them, it's about enjoying the little things first.
With this season, so we expect the unexpected, so we take it day by day, and we get what we can take, but I think we all are hungry and definitely would like to make a run.
The Bulldogs will hit the road this weekend to play Minnesota Crookston before returning home for the final 4 games of the regular season. Well, for Maura Kroll and the UMD women's hockey team, it's a day that also hits close to home. Kroll has intentionally surrounded herself and the team with an all-female coaching staff, which isn't the case at many other schools around the country. She says it's a great day to celebrate and to continue the positive conversation around women's sports.
Something that I like to think about every time I step on the ice is where I came from and being a little girl looking up to someone that was playing college hockey. So being able to do what I'm doing for inspiring little girls is super cool.
There's just so many women in my life that I could say have brought me to where I am today. So just having a day to recognize that, and for the little girls that can look up to us, that's also like the coolest thing to think of.
And to college hockey, the St. Scholastica men's hockey team was looking to rebound tonight after falling to St. Thomas 5-1 on Saturday in their season opener. Another tough one, home opener for new head coach Kevin Moore and the Saints. They hosted St. John's. Pick it up in the first period. The Saints found themselves in a hole early on. Johnny's up 3-0. They add to their lead when Augie Moore beats the goalie glove side on the wrister. Same period. Don't count the Saints out just yet. Tyler Hister all alone on the breakaway. He shoots, he scores, CSS within 3. They were not finished because moments later, John Hansen claps a one-timer to the back of the net, and now it's just a 2-score game. Saints would keep fighting as Michael Talbot with another scoring chance, but Michael Magnuson makes the glove save. In the end, those Saints fall by 3. Well, due to a lack of participating teams, the NCAA made the difficult decision to cancel Division III championships today. The national championships affected our basketball, swimming, and diving, indoor track and field, ice hockey, and unfortunately, wrestling. That is going to do it for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
CBS3 Closed Captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health St. Mary's Heart and Vascular Center. Don't avoid care during COVID-19. Ask your doctor how to stay heart healthy.
Heart attacks and strokes happen, even in the midst of COVID-19, and at least one will occur while you're watching this. Heart attacks and strokes are medical emergencies. If you experience symptoms of a heart attack or stroke, do not delay seeking care. Call 911 immediately. Hospitals are prepared and can safely treat you. Visit cdc.gov/coronavirus to learn more.
Fire threatens everything in its path. When it threatens our communities, we respond. We bring the fight to the front line. The Army National Guard stands ready because sometimes the front lines are in our own backyard. We will always be there when our community needs us the most. Find out more about serving your community part-time by visiting nationalguard.com.
Epilepsy can affect anyone with a brain.
It does not discriminate.
If you have a brain,
You can get epilepsy. But here's something that's just as important to know.
anyone with a brain can affect epilepsy.
So let's use our brains to do just that.
Let's change the way people think about epilepsy.
To find cures.
Because if all of us can get epilepsy,
All of us can end epilepsy.
We just need to use our brains.
Let's use our brains. Let's use our brains.
Let's use our brains to end epilepsy.
Mining. It's a part of Minnesota's history that affects everyone in the Northland still to this day. From environmental issues to economics and so much more. Join me, Kristen Baki, every Tuesday for Eye on Mining, a fair and unbiased report that answers the tough questions surrounding the world of mining.
Eye on Mining with Kristen Baki. Tuesdays at 10 only on Live Local CBS3. Brought to you by Iron Mining Association.
When most people have ended their day,
ours is just starting. Good morning, I'm Jenna Wells.
When news and weather happen overnight, we're there.
As stories break in your neighborhood,
You can count on us to bring you the details.
For scores and more, we've got you covered. Hi, I'm Kelly Hinsett.
Why? Because the news that matters to you matters to us.
Plus, this is our home, too.
We're live.
We're local.
We're CBS3.
Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men, celebrating 30 years in business in 2021 with 30% off store-wide, downtown Duluth.
If you're looking to throw some money on the line for the Super Bowl, we have the perfect prediction for you. Check out this adorable 10-week tiger cub named Dash. He's down at the Wildcat Sanctuary in Sandstone. He's not only a football fan, but apparently a Tom Brady fan as well. Now, after being put in front of 2 cardboard boxes, one decorated to match the Chiefs, the other the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Dash chose Brady and the Bucs to win the big game. He then destroyed the Chiefs box, literally, we're told. A reminder, the Super Bowl will be broadcast right here on CBS3 on Sunday, starting at 5:30, with pregame coverage beginning well before that. Dave, you got any skin in the game for the big game on Sunday, or?
No, not at all.
Probably be a lot warmer there Sunday than it will be here, though.
Yeah, don't expose any skin. It's going to be cold and windy for the weekend, so wind chill factor will be a factor. First, though, we have to deal with snow on Thursday. It's a 50 to 60% chance around our region, and it could try to add up a little bit as well, especially for Wisconsin and Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Then, come Friday, the cool begins and could last for an entire week.
Halfway through the week, enjoy the rest of your night.